Crypto Cliff. How you doing today, bro?
Doing pretty good. About yourself, brother?
Oh man, today is a good day. It's October. October is a special month. One is my son's birthday, October 15th. October 15th is always also when the Black Panthers were founded out in Oakland, California. And more importantly, it's the month that we start the Crypto Cliff tour, and the class is launching this month. So it's a very good month so far.
Oh yeah, very, very good month. I'm excited. Next week, this time next week, exact to the date, I will actually be doing the conference in Dallas, Texas. So I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get it.
Yeah, the thing is in our excitement, there's also a little bit of a disappointment that the people who said they really supported us, we ain't seen no evidence. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen evidence.
Really haven't.
What do you think that is?
I think honestly, brothers are scared. People are scared. Anything that's new to people, they tend to shy away from, to be honest. But the thing is, we ain't got time to be scared right now.
All you scared to death Negroes, just sit down. Don't you come out.
Perfect timing. We ain't got time to scare. We ain't got time to be scared right now. We always at the end of the totem pole, we come down to everything. Today we're gonna go ahead and do some stats on everything. Some stats on how we behind, how far we are behind. And maybe that should wake some of y'all brothers up a little bit.
Man, the funny thing is that we all want to keep our looking good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And rather than really being good. And it's a subtle difference that you either suffer the pain of discipline, or you suffer the pain of regret. And then you don't want to get to my age or even older and be regretful that you missed the biggest transfer of wealth in human history. That's the way I see it.
The thing is, and I know I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with this statement, but our people like to fake it till we make it. Fake it till we make it. Prime example.
Yeah.
See these right here?
Yeah.
Most black folks know what these is, right? I brought these on just for this purpose right here.
Yeah.
These are the Concord 11s, one of the most popular shoes, probably the most popular Jordans ever created.
Yeah.
Now these right here retail for how much? Around $540 right now.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm gonna show you how a mind of an investor actually works. I didn't pay $540 like this. I don't wait around till my income tax check come around, because brothers in my tax bracket don't get income tax checks. But like most people do, they wait around for an income tax check to actually be able to afford this type of shoe for $540. Now, the mindset of an investor is to buy this shoe at retail price,
right,
which is around $190, and resell the same shoe that you pay $540 for. Concord 11s. See the bottom of them? This ain't nothing fake about these. Resell these same shoes for $540.
Right.
That's the mindset of an investor. You know what I mean? So we as a people have to get into that mindset that we need to start paying ourselves first. Not paying our clothing, not paying our jewelry, but paying ourselves first, meaning paying back into our lifestyle first, and then buying all these type of things secondary.
Right.
For pleasure.
For pleasure. If you let the money create the money. And the funny thing is, like, we are known as consumers. When I had a restaurant in the Black community, I started having a lot of neighbors who were opening up clothing stores that were Middle Eastern. And they, once you get comfortable with someone, they forget that you're Black. And then one time he came back from Vegas, I think it was the Magic Show. And he said, "Hey man, look what I got. The Blacks really like these. It's very colorful." And he was sitting there talking to me as a Black man saying, "Listen, I'm moving into this neighborhood. Letting these people buy and consume from me. And then I'm moving out to Westlake. I'm putting my kids in the best school because I know these Black folks are going to buy these colorful clothes, these trinkets, this hair." And it's just, we have become consumers. Then we always talk about in the media our buying power. Well, Blacks have $1 trillion. We're always talking about spending. We're not talking about investing. We're not talking about building. We're not talking about building hospitals and schools and things of that nature. We're talking about consuming. We're talking about just being consumers and being in position to consume.
Oh yeah, man. Look at I was reading an article a while back about this Chinese billionaire, and it was asking him how did he feel about Black Americans, and he said, I personally have no problem with Black Americans, but what we call Black Americans are liquid money, meaning that our money flows so quickly through the Black community, it's like putting water in your hands.
Right.
It flows directly through your hands, fast as possible, because we don't practice actually allocating our funds towards black problems or black issues. We practice spending all our funds. We try to spend our way to get actually better when it comes down to, honestly, we blissfully insane. Blissfully insane.
Right.
We try to look good, but not feel good in the same sense. When we need to be trying to feel good by ourselves, then look good, separately.
Or be good.
Or be good. You know what I mean? So, like, it's a documentary that came out, How to Buy the Negro. I think every black person on this planet should watch it. They literally gave a blueprint. They created a blueprint on how to sell to Negroes, our black people. Yeah. And this came out in the 1960s.
And the funny thing is, a black company produced it. And so a lot of our own people are going to sell out our own people. If it's the same one that I'm thinking about, it was produced by Johnson Publishing Company.
Yeah.
Which was, please let us teach you how to sell to the Negro. The Negro always want to look good. He want to be around white folks. He want to move into these communities. And it's not hard to target. And you can always tell that, who is first get a nickel over bill money. You know what I'm saying? Because first thing they go get is right now it's the you see niggas my size with big old guts, even bigger, got their shirt tucked in so you can see their Gucci belt. You know what I'm saying?
And you still can't see their Gucci belt because the stomach hanging over. You know what I mean? So what's the purpose of that? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's all leather, it's all cotton, it's all everything. You know what I mean? So people need to learn how to pay yourself first. And that's not just paying yourself into your bank account, paying yourself in every aspect of life first, and then going out being able to afford these other things. You know what I mean? I didn't start getting my house. I have a 6-bedroom, fully brick house. I built from the ground up. I didn't get my house until I was financially stable enough to actually buy my house. Right. I didn't get my X7 until I was financially able to buy my X7. I didn't get my F-150 truck that's jacked up 6-inch lift kit until I was able to actually buy that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we have to learn how to stop trying to look so good for everybody else. Because at the end of the day, nobody give a damn about you first off. Right. That's the realization everybody needs to come to. Nobody cares about you. Nobody's going to save you. It's only going to be you that's going to save yourself. So why not invest into yourself? Because at the end of the day, when you came on this planet, you came on this planet by yourself, unless you was lucky enough to have a twin. You know what I mean? And even at that point, when you die, you're going to die by yourself.
By yourself.
So learn how to save yourself. Yeah. And in fact, while you saving yourself, you kind of tend to save your family as well, as possible, because everything that you're learning is going to trickle down into your children. It's going to trickle down to their children. So you build a generational mindset thinking process at the same sense. So learn how to invest into yourself. Yeah. Bump all this other stuff.
And then you gotta learn how to delay gratification. I think, we live in this society where things are so easy to buy. You can push a button and it's going to show up in 24 hours. Shout out to Amazon. You know what I'm saying? But people, I think, confuse, earning money with just becoming a consumer. And we have to learn how to delay gratification, because if a dollar invested today, if you come back and check on it 5, 10, or 20 years, that dollar might be $35, or in the crypto market, it might be, $1,000.
Exactly.
And so we got to plant these seeds, plant these many trees, and stop waiting on somebody to come back, waiting on the stimulus, waiting on anything to make sure we do what we want to do. And there's no freedom like financial freedom. Basically, we march for freedom, but it's the financial freedom that you really want.
Yeah, basically, I'm just going to put it in plain terms. Get off your ass.
Right.
Get off your ass. You're too comfortable.
Right.
If you go home every night and you go to sleep comfortably, and you sleep comfortable, and you're in your bed, you know what I mean, you go to work, you work for trading your time in for money, make sure you're not blissfully insane.
Right.
I love that phrase, because blissfully insane means that you're so comfortable and so content with your current state that you don't see anything else around you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you're that comfortable, something's wrong. You have to be uncomfortable at all states when it comes down to being an investor. You have to be uncomfortable, because the uncomfortability actually makes you change things.
Right.
Just think about it. Say, for instance, like me personally, I don't like to go outside in the rain because I don't like to have wet clothes on. If I have my entire clothes, my shirt, my pants, and everything is soaking wet, I have to change at one point. I have to get out of that uncomfortable state to be in a comfortable state. You have to have that same mindset when it comes down to these financial markets. You have to be uncomfortable at all times. The minute you get comfortable is the minute you need to go ahead and shut everything down and really reconsider your lifestyle. reconsider your life choices.
Yeah, you know, the example I like to use is the rock in your shoe. Everything can look good, everything can feel good, but you know you got a rock in your shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And until you stop and make that change, you can look good, people think everything is fine, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, every step you take is damn near painful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, there are some people who have heeded the call. I know you have a brother who's coming on the call. His name is Dre. Dre, get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm gonna bring you on. And you know, just one of the things we've always celebrated about you, Cliff, and you can't say it about yourself, but I say it, that you put people on game. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing if Dre ready. Dre look like he walking around trying to figure out his life right now. So I'm not gonna bring Dre on right now, but I will say this again.
All you scared to death Negroes, just sit down. Don't you come out.
Okay, here go Dre. What up, Dre? How you doing? We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, bro.
You muted.
Hey, I'm here, brothers. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. What's good with you, bro?
Yes, man. I'm doing awesome, man. Can't complain.
Well, I'm glad Cliff brought you on. I'm gonna have Cliff introduce you. To talk about you know, you guys have a conversation about y'all's relationship as it relates to crypto.
Yes.
Okay.
So how did Cliff introduce you to it? Tell me about what he's done with you.
So I met Cliff. I think it was about 2019, right, Cliff?
Yeah, 2019.
It was 2019. It was an event that I met Cliff through his wife, and my wife was already connected, and we went to I think it was like a little luncheon at that place downtown Atlanta, and we hit it off, man. We were just talking about life and different things, just regular random stuff, nothing too deep, no crypto, no investment, anything of that nature. And my wife was like, hey, you know, you remember the couple that we met? They having a barbecue. I was like, all right, cool. You know, he was pretty cool. I can hang with him because I'm a vibes person. I'm really into like how the feel of not more so of what you do or who you are. And we just kicked it off, had a good vibe. So anyway, long story short, I went over to his house, and I mean, the cordialness and everything was still extended at that point. And we was talking, and then we started getting into what do you do, what I do, and I asked him about what he do for a living, and he said that he's an investor. I was like, an investor? Okay, cool. Stocks, bonds. You know, that's what I thought.
Hey, Trey, hold on a second. Can you go inside? You got a lot of wind noise.
Okay, a lot of wind. Okay, all right. Let me go inside. I'm sorry, fellas.
I'm gonna bring you back on, okay? So this is like a brother you met just along the way, from what I understand. And that's the good thing, man, is that, you know, he didn't have to present himself, put a suit and tie on, and meet you somewhere like at a in a up-to-do place. Sound like you guys was either at a barbecue or went to a barbecue. Like, kind of explain what he was saying.
When we first met, man, I first met this brother, man. It's a group called Black Couples Getaway. They had an event here in Metro Atlanta, and my wife and his wife are in the same wives group.
Yeah.
My wife's the admin of Atlanta I think it's Real Wives of Atlanta group or something. They kind of stole the logo from the show. You know what I mean? Yeah. But my wife's the admin of that group, and so we had an event with the BCG group or whatever, and we actually met at that group.
Yeah.
So me and the brother, like you said, me and the brother was kicking it. We cool, real cool fam. Always been cool to this day. I actually had a barbecue about, I want to say maybe 3 months later at my house. And Dre, that's when I met Kelsey Hill. I met Kelsey at the same barbecue. I met a lot of the brothers because all of our wives are connected through her wives group. So we just got to kicking it off, man. And, you know, back on the back porch, man, smoking cigars, chilling, drinking. You know what I mean? Drinking a little bourbon, talking about life. Talking about life. We got into the conversation of crypto and investments in the whole. And you know what I mean? That's when I actually start to show a lot of the brothers that day about the crypto market. Okay, you back on there, bro? Okay, yeah. I got you.
Yeah, I'm back. Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yeah, we hear you clearly now, bro.
Yeah. Sorry, brother. But anyway, so long story short, you know, he was like, oh yeah, invest in crypto. I was like, what's that? He was like, so he gave me a quick crash course, what it is, and I handed him my phone. I said, download that on my phone. Went home, dropped a couple dollars in there, maybe 100, 200, played around with it a little bit. And just start asking him questions back and forth, sending him texts. Hey, and he started giving me different plays, positions, so on and so forth. And listen, I invested in a lot, man. I do real estate investing. I have a 9-to-5, insurance, a whole nine, and I have never had the kind of gains and results. And this ain't no blowing no smoke, and I'm a straight up person. This is real. I have never had that type of gains from anything that I've ever invested in within the short time period as with crypto and getting the information and knowledge from Cliff. I mean, that's just my testimony. I mean, everybody have a different story, but that's my story. And like I tell him, I said, look, anything you need that I could help you with, available, any events that you do, you just need me to sweep the floor and pour coffee, I'm there for you, bro. And this brother here, man, he do everything genuine. He don't do it maliciously or like, you know, just he's just from his heart. He believe in what he's saying. So I endorse everything Chris do and say, man, because I feel that the man is on a mission. You know, that's my story.
You know what?
That's definitely what it is.
What I think, what I love about this is unprovoked, and I'm just now putting the dots together. But you told me on another call that you don't want to be all up in the video, all up on the camera. You know,
exactly.
so
anybody know me, I'm not a video
out
guy.
your comfort zone. This is another way that you're out your comfort zone. It's actually just making you better. And I'm glad you said that, because I know Cliff know the impact of what, you know, somebody made a comment. That's his story too. Gabe is like, you know, we out here, really, Cliff is out here trying to give people game, but now sometimes he get to the point of frustration where he want to say,
all you scared to death Negroes.
Yeah.
Come out.
Hey, but that's true, man. But yeah, I can't say nothing bad because you haven't showed me nothing bad. I can't say nothing wrong because you haven't showed me anything wrong. You know, hey, I'm happy. I'm with you, bro.
Hey, I appreciate the comments, bro. Like Dre's one of the brothers.
You know that too. You know it.
Oh yeah.
You know. Hey,
oh yeah.
I'm with you.
Dre is one of the brothers, man, who I first put on Cardano. I think I put you on Cardano at 4 cents, right?
Yes, 14 cents. 14. That was 14.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm lying. You actually told me before it hit the 14-cent mark, but I was running around. I was out of town. This, that, and third. And then you text me one more time and say, yo, that Cardano about to jump. I said, all right, cool. And I went and I put some money in it. And boy, oh boy. I'm happy. You see me smiling, right? And I don't smile a lot like that.
Yeah. I mean, making moves
was something special.
Yeah, making moves like that can become life changing. You know what I mean? You are one of the many brothers who I put on that Cardano play. Like we had one brother in the group, which I don't want to mention his name because he don't want to be out there like that. But he actually got into Cardano at 8 cents. I told him about it at 4 cents. He got into Cardano around 8 cents. He turned around and put his entire 401k on Cardano. I didn't tell him to do that, but he did it. Yeah. And he ended up making 7.5 mil off that deal.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So
hold on a second, Cliff. We out here asking people for $200 and you giving out advice where people are making 7.5 mil.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, man.
7.5 mil.
Price just went up, dog.
Yeah. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
The thing is, man, all you brothers that are scared. This brother Dre right now, it's my brother. We matter of fact, we was at the cigar bar last night, man, having drinks. One of the brothers who's been in my house multiple times. We always, we hang out multiple times, brother. I talk to all the time. Man, look, you have to. It's imperative that you guys actually come in and actually get this information. Yeah. If you're scared, say you're scared.
Scared to death Negroes.
Just say it, yeah.
Say
and then sometimes I see people like, oh yeah, I just put $100 on it. That's fine and dandy, but you don't have a problem with spending 150, 200, 300, 400 Jordans. Now it's 400, 500. I'm a little bit on the old school side. And,
say that again, bro. Say it again.
I remember Jordan was $50, and we used to be going crazy like $50. Now it's $500, $600. People still buying them. Even more, I've seen them online on the shoes for more than that. And people buying it. But then when it comes to investment in your life, your future life, and your kids' life, I ain't got but $100. To me, that's weird. But everybody's different though. You know what I mean?
Go to the club and buy a bottle. I think the bottle might cost $30 in the at the store, and it's $300. They 10xing. The club is 10xing on you, these Negroes.
Every night.
And
every night.
They put a sparkler in it though. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget the little sparkler.
But get this, they actually happy to go out there and buy that bottle for 10x.
In that section.
In that section.
But
Think
see,
about, especially here in Atlanta.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think that people don't realize money is a mindset. Money is not just like I got money, because I could give somebody $1 million and they be broken next month or two or even less. You know what I'm saying? Because the mindset is what you do with the money, how you invest the money, how you add to them. You know, so this is what Cliff teaches, a money mindset. Also, on top of the fact that he's showing you where the money's at. That's the thing that I like. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Everything's a mindset, man. You have to think, breathe, eat, sleep, investments. And that's not just investments in the financial markets, investments in your life. You got to invest into your personal health. You got to invest into your physical health. You know what I mean? You got to invest into your spiritual health. You have to invest into your financial health. Being an investor, it just doesn't stop by making money. It stops when you're dead. This is a lifestyle for us. You know what I mean?
Then when you die, it keeps going in the form of being passed on to your families. You know, they don't have to have a fish fry to bury you. They don't have to sell the crib. They don't have to start over again. You know what I'm saying?
GoFundMe.
A GoFundMe, yeah.
GoFundMe, but just even starting over, like we talk about GoFundMe, but before GoFundMe or even after that is like, you know, your kids are starting, people's children are starting over it sometimes -1. You know, if they got to borrow money to bury you, that means that they don't have funds set up to help them not have to start over in life. You know what I'm saying?
And I can tell you about my children right now. Like straight up, you can put the full screen on me right now.
Oh, here we go.
Because a lot of people don't really realize the fundamentals when it comes down to generational wealth. I got a 16-year-old and 2 8-year-olds. I guarantee you right now, my 16-year-old and my 2 8-year-olds are more financially fit and more financially literate than 97% of the adults on this planet. My girls have already they have a certain amount of cryptocurrency and stocks set aside to where they will never have to work for anyone in their entire life. That's the power of learning how to invest into yourself.
Yeah.
My mom right now, she's probably going to be looking at this live later on, doesn't have to worry about anything when she gets older because her stuff is already set. This is the power of actually bringing the information into your own psyche and letting that manifest into your life. The thing with our people that really pisses me off, to be God honest, is that we don't like to pay for information.
Right.
Every other coach on this planet pays for information. It's a reason why colleges cost money. There's a reason why it's books on the market right now that cost $100,000. It's because they don't want you to get the information that's inside of it, and only people that can afford to pay that $100,000 are privy to that information. So when I say, okay, cool, you come to see Crypto Cliff, and I'm going to teach you, I'm going to walk you hand in hand like a 5-year-old to show you how you can invest into this financial market called cryptocurrency, and teach you how to actually start using the blockchain as a way of life. You have to go ahead and heed by that. You have to, answer that calling, because at the end of the day, this ship is going to ride with or without you.
Right.
I can stop everything we're doing right now and don't do any conferences, and I'm gonna be fine regardless. But when it comes down to this information, I'm trying to help you. We're trying to help you. This is the reason why we come into these cities. And we come to these cities because I like to eat different types of food in different cities too. That's a plus. I go to Philly, I'm gonna get me a Philly cheesesteak somewhere. I go to Dallas, I'm gonna get me a steak while I'm in Dallas somewhere. You gotta go big in Texas. But the main issues I'm making.
You're saying that you're just doing all this, making all these millions to go around all over the place and eat. That's what you're saying?
Damn right. Nah, but on the real, it's about giving y'all guys the information. So stop with the BS. Stop procrastinating. Time doesn't wait for nobody. Time is the only asset on this planet you can never get back.
Right. Ain't no 10x on that.
Yeah. So I don't care if you got $1 million to invest into the market or you got $10 to invest into the market. Invest in the program, because the program is going to help you invest into your life. It's not just going to be a one-stop shop where you learn this information, you invest $10 and you go on about your life and you think this $10 is going to make you $1 million. It doesn't work like that. This program, our program, BMMO, it's consultants, and Crypto Cliff is going to teach you how to invest into your life, not just financially. This is a lifestyle change. You have to be willing to invest into you. You have to have enough confidence to invest into you, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna save you but you.
Right.
I know that personally. I've been on both sides of the spectrum in my life. I've been dirt poor, I've been homeless, and now I have a little money. I've seen both sides of the spectrum. I'm gonna be honest with you. Being up here where I'm at now, it feels a lot better.
Yeah. There was a quote that I was looking up. I'm gonna read it to you by Benjamin Franklin. If a man empties his purse into his head, no man can take that away from him. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. And so basically, you got to pay. You got to invest your money into your mindset. Invest your time, your energy into getting better and learning about these life-changing industries, because what you don't want is the pain or the regret of being alive at this time, being in position, and then looking back 50 years from now or 40 years from now and saying, man, I remember when Bitcoin was $50,000, which is, going to be low when we're looking at it 50 years from now. Or, I remember when it was 100 and I still didn't do nothing. Like, what?
Hey, not even 50 years, bro.
Yeah, get to the end of life and to watch the people around you who benefited from this information. And you just got a story to tell. You got a story to tell about what you didn't do. And that's one of the number one regrets of people when they get to the end of life is they spent too much time at the office and they didn't act on information that would have changed their life early on.
Yeah, but not even 50 years, bro. Imagine how it's going to look 5 years from now. Take the zero off of it. Yeah, 5 years from now, you will see $1 million Bitcoin. And you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have gotten to that when it was $54,000. Man, I wish I would have got into it when it hit $20,000 in 2017.
Hey, OG. Let me piggyback on that too. That's the exact same thing when I met Cliff. I think Bitcoin was like 11,000. I was like, Cliff, that's expensive. That can't go up higher. He was like, trust me, bro. He gave me a date almost to the date. Like, yo, this time it's gonna be 20,000. I like, man, no way, Cliff, it can't be. I was lending on my own reason. You know what I'm saying? And my reason wasn't sound because I didn't have the information. He did. Right. You see what I'm saying? And I did it anyway. And it dropped down. I was like, yo, 9,500. I'm like, all right, cool. What he said, buying the dip. I didn't understand that concept at that time. You know what I mean? Buying the dip. And I just did what he said. You know what I mean? Buying the dip, whatever this dude. I'm thinking like, yeah, I don't know why this Cliff got it. You know what I mean? But I did what he said, and I bought in the dip. Man, I ain't never been more happy, bro. I mean, I'll be real. I ain't made no 7.5 million, but I can see where I can have M's in the bank account pretty damn soon. Just based on my crypto investment. I can see where it's at. Literally, before a lot of times you work, you do investments, you do a lot of stuff, and you doing this stuff, and you can't see where the money's gonna come. You know what I mean? But with this, I see it.
Let me ask you a question, Dre. I know because I know you do like flips and renovations and a lot of labor stuff. How has your mindset changed as related to labor and work, knowing that your money can make money, you don't necessarily have to sacrifice your body as much?
Hey, I got the physical part of it now. That's another thing on top of that, just because like when I got into the crypto investing and seeing like you could actually make money without really having to tear your own physical body up, then that changed my scheme of going out there and trying to fit in and work and do this and do that, and my time and energy and all that. And now I'm just kind of pointing fingers and managing everything now,
Yeah, man, you do this, you go do that. Yeah, so
I mean, and that goes back to the money mindset and just the mindset period that I learned. Just not even trying to learn that, but I learned that just from getting like I said, getting into the crypto and just different things that me and Cliff talked about and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Jerry, I'm a little jealous, man, because I don't live in the A. I guess I'm gonna have to just schedule me a monthly trip to Atlanta.
You're the last person we meet because y'all making a traffic bad over here, man. For real.
That's okay.
So I give you that pass. Come over. Everybody else has to stay where they at.
Look, let me tell you what I do when I come to Atlanta. When I leave that airport, I get on the MARTA and I take it to the last stop, and then I either have somebody pick me up or I Uber from there. I'm not dealing with that downtown stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just meet me in what's that, Sandy Springs. I like to get off at Sandy Springs because there's a lot of places to eat right there while I wait for my ride.
Yeah.
That the right side? You guys live on?
Bougie out there, you in Sandy Springs, man.
Yeah, we on the that's a little farther west, but we up there, we up in North Atlanta around that side.
So what's
Like,
what's the closest train stop to you on the MARTA?
We don't have one.
We don't have train stops.
I said the closest.
The closest is probably
the Lindbergh, the orange or the red.
Probably the furthest north train. It's probably
the Norcross one. The Norcross one. The one that go to Norcross is the closest one to us.
Okay.
I'll see y'all at Norcross. Trust me. I'm like, hey, look, I'm at Norcross, man. Let's get it. Doraville would be closer. Somebody just said Doraville would be closer.
Yeah, Doraville. That's exactly what I meant. Right there, Norcross and Doraville is kind of right next to each other.
I'm be at the Doraville station.
Yeah, but we a driving city, man. We drive wherever, man. You don't leave your house in Atlanta without expecting to drive 20 minutes, period. You know what I mean? So we'll come hour, 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you already know. I don't mind driving, man. I did it for a living for a while, so I don't mind driving.
Look, I don't mind driving. I just do not like Atlanta traffic.
You don't like driving, you're in the wrong city.
Hey, I live downtown, so I live 3 miles from downtown. I don't like driving, but hey, guess what? I ain't gonna let it stop me. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason them highways is crowded. I'm coming out there to check y'all out, man. I don't know. I ain't never smoked a cigar, but shoot, and I don't drink, so y'all gonna have some Kool-Aid and some weed.
Hey man, I don't know about the Kool-Aid part, but I got plenty of other.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'm from California. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, look, guys, this is a great Saturday, but without getting too far away, because all three of us are clearly sold out and doing our thing, but we can't get too far away from
all you scared to death Negroes. Just sit down. Don't you come out.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so, let's go ahead and get into the facts then.
Go ahead on, man. Shoot, hit it.
Let's get into the facts. Let's get into the facts that 77% of people live paycheck to paycheck. Let's get into the fact that 10% of people on top of that live below paycheck to paycheck means. That means 87%. That means 87% of the people, the adults in this country, are one missed paycheck away from being homeless.
Wow.
And 10% of that, 10% off of that, 80%, out of 87%, are barely even making rounds meet. Well, they're barely eating right now. So for people to say, "Oh, I'm out here balling," let's go ahead and call it out. For everybody to be on Facebook, going on these vacations, buying up the clothes in the stores, hitting the malls, all you video vixens. Let's go ahead and.
The ironic thing, Cliff, is when you people first hear those stats, they think of someone who lives in the projects or like good times, right? But I'm around a lot of IT professionals, high-end consultants, and these guys are making six figures, right? And they lose their job, and within 30 days, they're already in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
That's because whenever you boost up your lifestyle, your lifestyle, or boost up your income, your lifestyle boosts up with it.
Yeah. Most
people don't want to live below their means because everybody's trying to go with the status quo. Everybody wants to be what society tells you wants to be versus actually being you. Once you learn how to be you, everything else around you doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So
on that note, I just want to let everyone say what's up to Dre. Dre got some other stuff he needs to get into. We just want to appreciate Dre for coming on and giving that
thanks, bro.
testimony.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
If this is a church, this is the time where we would normally pass the plate because Dre, you're muted. You're muted, Dre. Unmute yourself.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I was saying that, man, you already know what it is, Cliff, man. You ain't got to talk about it. You know what it is, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate it, bro.
Enjoy your day, man.
All right, OG. I'm still going to be listening, but I'm going to be in another little meeting, man. So.
Hey, man, look, handle your business. Welcome to Saturday morning. So what I was saying, Cliff, what I was saying was that what you were saying is like lifestyle creep is what it's called. And, people get nickel over bill money. They spend 6 more cents. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes this cycle where they can't leave the job. And so when you say 77% of people who are living paycheck to paycheck, a lot of that time, they're 6-figure people and they're millionaires because they hadn't changed their mindset. A lot of NFL players, they say like 80-something% of NFL players go broke, within 5 years of leaving the league. You know what I'm saying?
They're still trying to keep up with their lifestyle, and that lifestyle is not conducive to how they're living at the present moment. And that's the same thing with people right now in society. Let's think about it. and I want you to really, and this right here really hits on the mindset aspect of it.
Yeah.
You got people in the projects right now that's paying $12 a month for rent.
Yeah.
Some of them don't even pay $12. Some of them pay rent totally free. Utility bills free. Get food stamps, get $1,000 in food stamps.
Yeah.
Get all the benefits, healthcare, dental, everything given to them.
Yeah.
Same person probably working at McDonald's or somewhere. Now they might be making $300 a week. You know what I mean? So collectively around $1,200 a month. If you have every last one of your bills taken care of, why are you broke?
You say I'm blinking.
If you have your rent is $12 a month.
Right.
$12 a month. Basically $240 a year. Your health care is taken care of. Your financial, your food is taken care of. You have absolutely no bills. This is the mindset of a broke person. Why are you broke?
Because they got that 2012 Escalade that they pay for every week. On the you got to pay for at the lot, buy here, pay here.
Just
think
about
they got
that.
that real furniture. They
So
want to keep they looking good.
They spending on unnecessary foolishness.
Yes.
Now, an investor who has in that same predicament, for instance, for me right now, if I was to live in an apartment, beat up, roach infested project apartment, and I have lived in these apartments because I'm from Pensacola and that's my earlier side of my life. And then with my mindset now, I would say, okay, cool. I'm not paying any bills. How can I allocate this $300 a week to actually get me out of the projects?
Right.
Now, that mindset I talked about before I actually talked about the secondary mindset is why most people stay in the projects. They have all these accessories. They have all these things paid for, right. But their mind is never moving. Their mind stays in that comfortable mindset. That's that blissful insanity mindset. So they never even think that to reach above that level of project.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we have to get out of that project mindset. And a lot of y'all are living in that project mindset, even in your 5-bedroom house.
Right.
You're comfortable in the suburbs. It's a mindset thing. You know for a fact that you're just comfortable enough to survive when really you're supposed to be living.
If one transmission go down, that's a wrap. Now you need a financial breakthrough. You're over here praying and you're laying hands and you're going to the pawn shop and the buy here, pay here and the payday loan people. You know what I'm saying?
Just think about that though.
Yeah.
Why survive? Why just be in survival mode 24/7 versus actually living out your life? I had to learn myself how to get out of survival mode. Mm-hmm. I was brought up and bred on survival. It took me a long time to realize I can actually live now. You should not want to be always trying to catch your breath. You should be able to breathe freely in your life.
Yeah.
And this is what cryptocurrency and just changing your mindset, period. Bump cryptocurrency. Let's just cancel cryptocurrency. This is what changing your mindset will actually allow you to do, to be able to actually live freely versus always being in survival mode. You shouldn't have to look at every time you go into the grocery store, look at your bank account and make sure you got enough money for this transaction.
Right.
You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to worry about what bill can I pay this month and what bill can I hold off on to the 15th of next month.
Right.
And be comfortable in that situation. That's the saddest part about it, is you're actually comfortable in that situation. You're comfortable saying, okay, I can do this and do that. I can do this and I can do this. Okay, let me allocate this over here and I can maybe move this for next month. That's a conversation that you need to have with yourself, that why are you comfortable in that state?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody just wrote something. I think most people survive more. Okay. I think most of our people use the survival mode. It's hard to think of anything else and even know the freedom exists. That is a true statement, my brother. I don't know who wrote that.
Coles. Brother Cole's out here giving the knowledge. We're going to have to start bringing him on the call.
Oh, yeah. Hey, my brother Kevin Cole always dropping them dimes, man.
Hey, man, the last 6-7 comments, he done made my work easy. The last 6-7 comments been from him.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Talking about the scarcity mindset, the poor mindset, the lack of action, the hamster wheel. Education is the key. Yeah, he coming with it this morning.
Oh, yeah. But that to his statement, man, exactly. Most people live off survival mode because that's what all we've been taught. Right. But and we're skeptical.
Then we glorify it.
But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I hate to say it like that. I don't hate to say it, but hip hop actually brought that up. Let's be real. They use hip hop for that purpose, to bring it out to us, for us to actually glorify the survival mode or glorify our detriment. But in reality, you have every opportunity out here to live free. You know what I mean? I was in Maldives in June. 99.9% of the people on this planet would never go to Maldives.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Maldives. And I actually sat back in Maldives and like, nigga, I'm really in Maldives.
And you was trading. I seen the picture.
I was in Maldives and I was trading. I stepped outside of myself and like I'm really in fucking Maldives.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And my wife, who grew up in not poverty, she grew up in privilege. Yeah. She was like, hey, yeah, we supposed to be doing these things. We supposed to be. I'm like, I can't comprehend this. I'm really in Maldives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't have to struggle to get to Maldives.
Right. You didn't have to do a what's that GoFundMe or savings plan. You booked the tickets.
I seen a deal online and I looked at my wife and said, yeah, you want to go to Maldives? She was like, yeah, of course I want to go. Go ahead and book the ticket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to realize and come to the realization that your life matters. Everything about you matters. And I know the feeling of your life not mattering because I actually was in that for a very, very long time with myself. Right. So you have to come to the realization that your life matters and you are important and you can do these things. And once you come to that realization that you deserve to do these things and you can do these things will start manifesting in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the ironic part is, growing up in, I won't say poverty, but, we were the haves among the have-nots, having a dad who worked at the factory. My mother worked in like cafeteria. My mom was a cafeteria lady saying no more mashed potatoes. But having seen that, as soon as we started climbing the economic ladder, we started getting hate from the people who were comfortable, our friends. It felt good. We was always dancing and talking about praying for a financial breakthrough. But until we start taking action, we start climbing, the person who hates you the most is the person who didn't take advantage or, move up that ladder. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we said last week is sometimes you got to say, fuck your friends. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not going to be supportive of you getting better and taking advantage of this information.
Most people not, to be honest. If I tell you guys how many people I've actually tried to put into cryptocurrency versus the people who actually got into the crypto market, you'll be shocked. I tried to pretty much educate my entire family in Pensacola. And yes, I am saying it. I'll call y'all out right now. Came with me anyway. But anyway, I try to put on most of my family into the crypto market. And I try to put most of my family into the cryptocurrency market early.
Yeah.
Early. I'm talking about when Bitcoin was around $3,200. When Ethereum was in the hundreds of dollars, probably 100, I think 102. I tried to put my family into cryptocurrency very, very early. And most of them looked at me like I didn't know what the hell I was talking about.
It's ironic you say that because Jay Twitty got a very interesting comment. He says he's in the process of the mind shift now, working to escape the scarcity mindset, even though my financial situation no longer requires it. That's a big thing, man. A lot of times when you do get to the money, you still have the scarcity mindset, even when you don't have to. And that's why I stay close to you, brothers, and we continue to model and teach the abundance mindset. I like me some Jay Twitty. I hate that I didn't get to connect with him last time I was in Atlanta. But a lot of times you get the money, but if your mind is not right, like the lottery winners, like a lot of these young rappers, like people who come up on some money real fast, it'll leave you faster than you got it.
No, yeah, man. I mean, in the group, we had a comment before, if I was to give you $1 million, if somebody would give you $1 million right now, what would you do with the money? And I had a bunch of, most of the comments where I would go out here and buy a new car, I buy a new house. I very rarely randomly seen a comment that said I would actually invest it. So my comment was, I would just add it to my bank account and keep on going about my day.
Right.
And one of the brothers, man, you wouldn't do that, man. You had $1 million. I'm like, bro, it's just $1 million.
Yeah.
And he couldn't grasp the concept of me telling him it's just $1 million. You know what I mean? You have to get out of that mindset of thinking that things are untouchable or unattainable.
Yeah.
Everything in this world you want, you can actually touch and you can actually gain.
And that's what I like about working with you is because $1 million ain't no money to you, right? But then you also say, man, start with $10. Like every dollar counts. And a lot of times when you get around people who are of means, they will belittle someone with limited funds. And I've never heard you do that. I've always heard you say, hey, man, if you got $10 to invest, start there. Like start there. You know what I'm saying?
That's because every dollar counts. When I started investing in I started out in the Forex market, actually. I started out with $100.
Right.
You know, $100 built up to the network I have right now. You know, so that $100 flipped a million plus times.
Man, and that's the language we're using on this Saturday morning. You know who that is? That is none other than Gabe Briscoe. That's how Cliff got me hooked. Every fucking dollar counts. So you hooked him on crypto like the Cash Money brothers hooked Pookie on crack.
Yeah, I remember the conversation we had that day. Is the first day I met him and Derek. I think we were at Johnny's Pizza.
Yeah.
Went and met with both of those brothers for the first time. Gabe hadn't flew into town, and we had a brief conversation about crypto. And Gabe hit me up about an hour later, like, "Hey, bro, send me a Coinbase link."
Yeah.
You know, so those conversations I had. This is one of the main reason why we actually be putting this thing together with these conferences, is so you guys can actually come out here and physically touch us and physically meet us.
Right. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. We got Rona going on. You know what I mean?
Dap,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me a fist dap or elbow dap.
Yeah.
You know, we still got Rona out here. But the main purpose of this is for us to come out here and you guys can actually meet us face to face. I can be on the screen telling you about things all day, every day. But it's something about being able to talk to somebody and look them in the eye directly that actually gets more people engaged into the information. So with that being said, that's why we're hitting these cities up. And we're going to continue to hit these cities up. I don't know about you, OG, but I will get to the point we get on 3 cities a month.
Hey, I'm down. I'm all the way down. Hold on. So you said you guys were at Johnny Pizza?
Yeah.
I think I just found a picture of you and Gabe at that meeting that you might have not have known that there was a photographer in the building. Hold on a second.
Hey, pretty much, man.
Yeah. Except for the bad ending. Except for when G Money, he started doing some other shit. But yeah, man, that's a good deal, man. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this message. It's really what we got away from is just the pain and regret. When you get to be older, is something that you can avoid right now. And the challenge is
all you scared to death Negroes, just sit down.
We got a gang of them.
Come out.
We got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of them in the group, man. We got 1,600 brothers. Only about 300 brothers are active in the group. That means I need to get rid of 1,300 brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And so, man, you got anything else to say before we get this beautiful Saturday morning cracking?
Yeah, I just want to say this, man. Everything that we're doing right now is for your benefit.
Right.
Me and OG gonna be all right regardless, but it's for your benefit.
Yeah.
So get off your ass. Point blank, period. Get off your ass. Get into these cities. Hit us up. Let's go ahead and get more cities booked. Let's get these venues filled. This is for your benefit. You should want your friends and your family members to come to these conferences to get this information so that we can all rise as a people.
Yeah.
No matter whether you're black, purple, green, blue, female, male, LGBT, it doesn't matter. Get them filled up into these buildings so we can actually start getting this information, because when we all get this information, we all come up together. It's not about just how much money I'm trying to get by myself, because clearly I've been putting information into the group forever. I've been pouring life and breathing life into brothers and sisters forever. So when it comes down to it, let's get to it and stop the BS.
Instrumental record, hey, so I can write monumental methods. I'm not the king, but this is decaf. Stick 'em for the cream. Check it.
Just had to bring the pain, man. Had to bring it. All right, man. Well, look, you guys take care, man. The links will be posted. Baltimore is coming up. Dallas is this weekend. Baltimore is coming up pretty fast, and then we look forward to seeing y'all, man. There's a lot of people in Texas who I hadn't heard from who, man, we expect to see you. I need to get a bigger room. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it, man. Like, they don't come, that means they ain't for us anyway. So let's go ahead and keep it moving.
All you scared to death Negroes, just sit down. Don't you come out.
All right, and we out.